disappointing Big Bash League, but some individual performance has been promising from the local players.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Well, that's promising, isn't it?
Just a little bit too full there.
It literally is quite a small picture.
That's a ripper.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, just too short there from Davies, and it gets dispatched by Day.
Probably preventing the batter being able to sort of strike the ball across the line, although there is a deep backward or deep forward square leg in place, just around about 5 metres from the fence, and they may be in the action, just retrieving the ball as that's raced away for another boundary.
Oh, and Maloney's gone. An absolute juicer there from Warringah, and she departs.
Warringah to continue here, so 8 overs she can have. And she's been the wicket taker so far, and is that a neck? It is.
Yes. A wide delivery, lofted slightly. This one's going to run away. Will it make the boundary? Yes.
A higher celebrity status than myself.
No swearing, I think. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a great ball, and it's missed the top of the stumps with a very short run-up. A little bit of swing there, but too full, and it gets pounded to the boundary by Maddock.
The one poor delivery from Carter in this over resulted in boundary, but the rest of the deliveries have all been dangerous, and the batters have had to pay a lot of respect. That one's short, and it's in the air.
Oh.
Just wide of Harrison, and that's going to be touch and go.
Straight cover, point, third man. Oh, through the gate there too.
Piece of real estate, and have planned themselves down for the morning session.
On the Cadbury Hill.
Oh,
Through the gate again there from Koppelman, who's bowling beautifully, Pete. And she's getting some real turn on that ball. Great shot.
Yeah. Well, there's that loose delivery, Tubes, and first ball of the over.
I'll give you a little bit of insight to Christy Koppelman. So my time coaching at Kingboroughs, Christy was our captain.
Lofted delivery, and it's caught. At covers, and that's a big wicket. It is Maddock departing for 35. So now the new batter at the crease, Chloe Abel, needs to get set. A bit too wide. There's a chance here as it's just popped out of the hands of Warringah. It's a little bit too short.
And there's the 4 ball, so yeah, you put it away. Maybe just trying to entice Chloe, who's faced some dot balls here, to hit the ball straight down the ground. And there it is.
Well, right on cue, straight down the throat of Koppelman. And able to pass for 7.
No, there's been some days where the girls at the top have done the job for us, but another one down.
Another wicket. And that's worked beautifully behind point. It'll be a long chase for Alyssa Small. If she can get there, no, she can't. So another great shot there by the University of Tasmania.
Brooke Hepburn continuing. Now, that's out. So Hepburn gets the wicket. It just floated up outside off stump. And that is a massive wicket as Blaisley has found her dismissal after playing such an important inning.
Making sure she waits for that little bit of an error from Lauren and takes advantage of it.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Scott. She has waited for the ball, and it's sometimes not easy. There's a chance to get another run out with a big appeal and another wicket. So it's probably an over-ambitious run. And Birch, coming from the non-striker's end, has been run out. Well, just like her football and her fielding at the moment, Meg Harrison with a lot of energy. And another delivery, and she even appeals very late. Raises both hands in the air, but then realises nothing was happening. Lots of encouragement for Meg Harrison. Now that's in the air. This should be a catch. Oh, well, both keeper and the fielder were coming in, and maybe in a lack of torque. And unfortunately, Harrison doesn't get a wicket in her first over. Very much competitive in a 40-over game as Meg Harrison from the Church Street end bowls. And that one past the outside edge is a big appeal. She's got a wicket. Hands on her knees, but that's a massive wicket. And it's a big wicket of Park, and she goes with a little feather through to the keeper Styles. Well, straight away the wicket falls, and it's all coming to an end here in a hurry for University.
They'll be wanting to bat through the overs, and that's where there'll just be that little bit of hesitancy to perhaps use your feet. That's a great strike.
That's over the infield. An attacking cricket shot from Triffett.
Very, very relaxed. Runs are on the board, boys.
They are on the board. It's a great shot.
Good chase on here, isn't it?
Oh, well fielded.
The university side would be ensuring that they get through these last 5 overs without losing another wicket to make sure that they potentially get that score. As that's to leg. Chance for catch.
Yeah, Brooke Hepburn won't drop those ones.
Well, it was probably where she wanted to hit too, Triffett. She indicated in the last over, and Hepburn's taken a very comfortable catch. There's been a few drops, quite a few easier catches dropped than that.
First ball right on the spot, and I'll tell you what, Sasha Maloney behind the stumps there at second slip.
What we might call an in-outfield, which is pretty standard for this women's cricket league so far.
It's a
And
great
that nearly
ball.
looked like she nibbled that one.
Good shot, and they've called a run. There's a chance at the non-strike, at the strike's end, sorry, and a bit of a mix-up in the field. He is very good at particularly social media.
That's right. If he's listening out there,
he'd be listening.
Fantastic.
That's pounded through covers, just rocked back beautifully, and that races away to the boundary for 4.
Grand scheme of things, but I guess it's just getting at people's faces, really.
Dan, do you have a bit of a look at what other sort of, that's in the air, other competitions? That's a fine shot down the ground. That's
Davies.
All from Davies. Specific area that they're trying to hit, and obviously, it's trying to do the opposite of what a batter wants.
There's a rock back, and it just beats Maloney as it races to the boundary. Maloney won't give up, but it rolls to the boundary. There's one wide. Oh, chance there. It covers, but it sneaks past the fingertips. I don't think it's going to make it.
No.
Kingboroughs Knights doing the right thing by their running, and they run 3.
Played a little bit of cricket at school.
Oh,
boom.
Wow.
That's delicious.
Bonnie Davies steps back and just pounds it to the boundary.
Textbook.
And yeah, it actually was. We'll see this
That's
in
a
the
second
replay.
back.
They only need 95 more runs to win. And this partnership is now worth 56.
And it's not like Maloney's
Wow.
bowled poorly either, but gee, they play some great cricket shots, and there's a ripper from Hepburn through the offside. Fortune favours a brave at the moment for Davies and Hepburn. So she's going to take the pace off. That's a great
Hepburn again.
and classic cricket shot.
Rolling up the hill. Is it going to stop? No. Gets all the way just. It's 2 out.
Yeah, there's not necessarily, in fact there is 2, sorry, on the leg side. There aren't a lot of, that actually might end up getting to the fence.
It
That's
does.
great. Great cricket shot.
Particularly being from the New South Wales area.
From a non-cricketing state like New South Wales as well.
Yeah.
That's a
it's
massive
crunched.
hit. That is
That's
just
crunched.
pounded.
That's the first boundary down the ground, isn't it? It's an old one.
Worked away nicely by Davies. There's a chance of the bowler's end. Oh, direct hit. Umpire.
Looked like comfortably home in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much comfortably home. And
Sasha Maloney with a bit of kung fu fighting.
yeah.
Rocking back Hepburn
Oh,
again.
great cricket shot for.
Just, hasn't she looked good to push those ones to... Oh, bang. Davies goes bang and just sends that one to the boundary. 4 runs. We talked a little bit earlier, Div, about Meg Harrison.
She's not 6 foot.
She's not 6
She's
foot.
not 6 foot, no.
No. But she's an exciting prospect as a sports person. I said this earlier in the broadcast. I watched her play in the best game of footy I commentated all year last year. It was the under-12 grand final between Kingboroughs and Claremont, and she is a demon.
She's laid more tackles in one game in that grand final your whole career, Tubes.
Great shot from Hepburn. Just again with that placement or side here, they've gathered around because they know that Brooke Hepburn's close to a milestone, and I reckon they'll go berserk if she gets 1 run. There it is.
Well done.
50 runs for Brooke Hepburn. That's a half century for Brooke Hepburn. A great innings from her. And you see the girls there, they're proud too.
Do the girls sort of, well, they take information differently to a lot of men, don't they? So what's your sort of, your strategy?
There it is. And a 4-2 to bring it up. Incredible innings from the captain, Bonnie Davies. And that's 50 for Bonnie Davies, the captain.
They're going to find it. They're going to find it hard.
Another edge. And this one will run away for 4, I think. Gee, put a slip in.
10 runs for victory. They are yet to lose a wicket. And it looks like, although there has been some delicious deliveries at the moment from Parkin, but now the female players, that youngsters can certainly emulate, the stars in the female ranks at the moment.
They needed to break this partnership. And she goes bang, Brooke Hepburn. This one should run away to the boundary.
Just a teaser. Oh, yes, that's a teaser.
Oh. Anyway.
There's a big call for yes. Nearly run out on the last ball, but it doesn't matter. Fist is pumped in the air from Davies. And the victory is theirs. Kingboroughs win without losing a wicket. None for 151 have defeated University here in the Kookaburra Cup Women's Grand Final.